The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Now, can they get him away? Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Oh, sweet feet.
Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Howson. Rijkaard. DiMarco. That's an imaginative pass. And he welcomes it in. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Threads one in. Pedri. Can he latch on to this? He is through here. Oh, that was vital. Adams. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Pedri. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, that is one way to stop him. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Shevchenko.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Marmoush, and he's managed to get free. Drilled in, and the finish! And it's hoisted clear. And it's DiMarco. Engages and forces him off the ball. Xavi Alonso.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Great vision. Mbappe. It's run loose here. Goes for a shot! There it is!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
After 29 minutes is number
A 1-0
99.
lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Bernardo Silva is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's gone looking for safety. Pedri. And here's Nunez. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Messi. Marmouche, picked out, tries, goal! Rijkaard. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, what has happened here? He's having a shot! He scores! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Tries to pass it through. Great ball, and he's in here. Pedri! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And here's Messi. In by Messi. Xavi Alonso with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get on the end of this? A clinch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's in on goal. Oh, what a climb! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though.
There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Support for our World Charity Fund.
And so we're off again. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Hullet. Adams wins the duel this time. That has been slung wide. And here's Beckham. Crosses it in, big header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Hakimi. He's got away. Messi. Nunez. Hakimi gets into some space.
Well played and well cleared.
Bullet. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking to play him in. Nicely weighted ball. He has a look out. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Beckham, the regular corner taker. And the keeper beats it away. And the ball's come loose here. Beckham receives it in a wide position. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Corner number 2 then. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. DiMarco. This ended up in no man's land. Another throw-in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Beckham. And that has left him in a heap. Looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Haaland. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now it's Haaland. He's tried one! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Looking for options for movement. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hakimi plays it in. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Hullet. And this is Shevchenko. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Substitution on the field. Number 99.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Haaland. Number 14, Xabi Alonso.
Lookman, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
Coming on the field.
Messi driving forwards. Oh, good spread. Oh, he's played it in low.
Rodri.
Adams attempts a clearance.
Neymar.
Lookman. Messi. And he's whipped it across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Now it's Bale, and they can counter here. Neymar. Now it's Hullet. Shevchenko in acres of space out wide. That's the throw.
Substitution in progress.
Lexington really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Hakimi. Pedri could try cutting inside here. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to complete the turnaround. And they've turned it round. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Lexington really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Azar. Azar going full tilt down the left. Messi. He came in hard, very hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, that's neat. Neymar. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. The ball has bounced loose now. Now there's a fine ball, and he shoots! He has done it! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that depth.
And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Pullet voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Now, we would like to ask you all to
So what do you take away from Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Hullet. Haaland receives it in a good position here. And here's Hullet.
Hullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's in a great position here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Rodri. Nicely weighted ball. He's on it. Can he get away? Mbappe. Header! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Shevchenko.
That was lovely, that.
Mbappe. De Bruyne. And here's Hullet. And he's managed to get free. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's intervened well there. And that's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe. And here's Hullet. Shot at goal! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Terrific header! And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Rafael Leao, and he welcomes it in. Good ball, good take. Chance! It's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Pogba. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, well played, well played.
Yaya Toure. Quadrado.
And the pass is intercepted. Shevchenko tries a shot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Szoboszlai. Vinicius Junior gets flagged offside. Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Haaland. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Ruben Dias. He's beaten the last man. Mbappe! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. Well, listen. And a chance! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Climbs up, and it's hit the woodwork and out. This ended up in no man's land. Pass somewhat off target. Rodri. De Bruyne. And it's Gullit. Toure cuts out the pass.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Piqué makes the interception. Szoboszlai. Well, nicely intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Rodri. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Szoboszlai. Now, this could be a chance. Now, can they get him away? Swing. Oh, smashing header! And it's half-time here.
Lexington have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team, and should that not change, they could go big from here.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Rafael Leao is onto this. Quadrado. Great vision. Bruno breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now that's well seen too. Mbappe. Short changes him with that pass. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Cross deflected behind for a corner. Corner number 2 then. It's a mighty effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right. pass has gone astray. Looking for options for movement. He gets big! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. He's a sharp little ball here. De Bruyne. Mbappe. And this is Shevchenko. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now that looks a decent ball. Rafael Leao, and the shot! He scores!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. No, he's not getting his way this time. Picked out brilliantly. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. Pogba is standing over this one. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Pogba! Fabulous save by Bruno! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Yaya Toure.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Cuadrado.
That is a great pick out. Looking to play him in. Yamal. Cuadrado. Great ball, and he's in here. Now it's Yamal. Crossed into the box. Piqué clears it away. And there's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this is Hullet. And Hullet! In he goes again. They've done it! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Yamal. In once more. Vitinha. And it's Beckham. Conte. Beckham. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And he welcomes it in. And that's a simple one for the keeper. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Yamal. Not the most accurate pass. Hullet. Now it's Haaland. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And this is Beckham. Hangs in a cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Rafael Leao, Costa Curta, promptly onto that, and that is that. He's in plenty of space here. That's an excellent interception. Well, there's the clearance. Tries to pass it through.
And this is Cuadrado.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vitinha producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Knocks it into space. Oh, that was vital. Szoboszlai. And it's Beckham. And this is Hullet.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well played. That has snuffed out the
There will be
danger.
3 minutes
Oh,
added
perfectly
time.
measured that. It's a promising position. Very nicely done. And here's Hullet, shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. What do you think now about that goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
And that is that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
And a quick
Hullet
reminder
totally
today to
unstoppable
please make
today.
all
Everything he
bins
touched turned to
located by the
goals.
entrance gates. Thank you very much.
Any
for your
reflections on what you've
cooperation.
seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running.
The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and this one has it all.
The one and only Marco van Basten.
A scorer of outrageous goals.
Have you played against him, Jim?
No, maybe just as well.
Van Basten receives it in a wide position. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Up he goes! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That'll be a throw.
Beckham.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Kaká. And here's Van Basten. Look at the space here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Beckham gets a foot in here. Quarter of an hour played. Shevchenko receives it in a good position here.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Now it's Van Basten.
Oh, super find.
He's away! And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Lamine Yamal is offering a right smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cannavaro clears it away. And this is Hazard, delivered with swing. Nicely spread. And he's whipped it across.
And the ball is out of play.
Mbappe, Konate does well to get it back. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free. Great chance!
Gullit is flagged offside.
Looking for options for movement.
Lexington really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Haaland. Kaká, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Van Basten. That is good alertness. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, what a climb! Andrei Shevchenko, the great Ukrainian goal machine! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Hazard, driving on and making good progress. He's found a way through. Oh, that's a danger. And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's had it taken off him. That's been cut out, well played. Beckham. Now it's Hazard. Haaland running with the ball. Knocks it into space. Pass is just off target.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And he is going into that little black book. Haaland could try cutting inside here. Header! Sticks it away! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And this could be the final action of the first half. He rises!
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. That's a cute ball. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Beckham. Pinches it off him. Cannavaro is there to clear. Now it's Hullet. And that'll be the final action of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. So once again, we're underway.
Looking for a runner. Spread neatly. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking to play him in. Shevchenko.
Referee's given a throw.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Mbappe! They've scored! And the comeback is complete!
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Cannavaro. Pressing high and with purpose. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Van Basten. And it's Zanetti. Beckham hurtling down that right flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot could be on.
That's good defending, very good defending.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Van Basten.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 99, Erling Haaland.
And this is Bullet. Koundé cuts out the pass.
Number 7.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Number 12, Neymar.
Now it's Yamal. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's good running with the ball. Zanetti. Kaka. He's a sharp little ball here. Hazard. Bruno gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And now the breakaway. And he was quick to react. Oh, they could be caught out here. He has found the... and he shoots! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's a goal! And he is just ripping it up. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So there's going to be another change here. So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and...
Well-timed, excellent interception. Pass somewhat off target. And he plays one through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! In he goes again! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So now the difference is 3.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's Kaka. And this is Van Basten. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And he's got the beating of his man. A header! It's in! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's become a case of men against boys. Good ball, good take. Neymar. Konate promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Kaka. And here's Rivaldo.
Added minute has been indicated.
Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Shoots! He scores! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Substitution.
And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what...